So tell me about yourself. Do you ever get that question in an interview or a networking situation and kind of freeze up because either you don't have a good answer, or maybe you have a gap in your resume, or you need to explain some other kind of sort of strange change in your career journey, and you don't have a good story for it? Well, here's a couple of tips to help you develop not only a good story to tell when someone asks you to tell you about yourself, but also to make you feel good, to make you feel purposeful, and to help you find the confidence you need when you're out there talking to people and want to put your best face forward. Even if your career progression appears smooth on the surface, that question, tell me about yourself, can make us all feel a little bit nervous because after all, what do they really want to know? What are they asking? Where should you start? What will leave a lasting impression on them and make them want to know more about you? Here's a simple way to think about how to respond when an interviewer or networking contact asks you to tell them about yourself. Tell them a story, not a recitation of facts. If you're like most of us, you're tempted to give them a recitation of facts about your career, if not your life. I was born in. No one really wants to hear the facts of your life or your career, even in a job interview. In a job interview, they can look at your resume. In a networking situation, they really want to know who you are. What makes you interesting? What are you interested in? What they really want to know when they ask you that question is the meaning of you. What matters to you and about you? What career path are you pursuing now? But where did you start? What 2 or 3 most formative experiences brought you to the career position you're in now? What did you learn along the way? What do you enjoy doing now? What are you excited to do next? And why? What drives you? From answers to these kinds of questions, woven together in a tight story of your career journey, you show up like an interesting person, someone they want to know more about. You show up like a curious, learning being. And best of all, you get the chance to show them what turns you on, what kind of work you really love doing, and why you might be a great addition to their team. It feels good, and it invites dialogue. The best part is focusing on what you enjoy doing, the key things you've learned that have gotten you to where you are and what you want to do next. You tend to show up really energized. You tend to feel energized. And that's much more likely to help you make a connection with the person that you're talking to. So let your resume give the facts. If they really want to know the details of your background after they've talked to you, they can go to LinkedIn and look at everything you've put up there. They can ask you for more information. So shape your career narrative into a concise story of who you are, how you got there, and where you're going next. It'll open the door and create a space for good dialogue, especially with the people who you really want to work with and who really want to work with you. So what's your tip for answering the invitation? Tell me about yourself.